Hey, how are you? I'm Scott Leaf, president of the Ridgewood Chamber of Commerce. We got another Spotlight Live, and seems like we're doing some revisits. My friend Ernie Lamore, I can't shake your hand, but we can do the elbow bump. CEO of the Y here in Ridgewood. Now, we were here about a year ago, right? And back then, somebody who was socially distant was an issue.
Correct.
If you didn't cough into your arm, maybe a kindergarten teacher might correct you. And things are just a little different now.
Just a little bit, right?
All right.
Yeah.
So now we are, we're wearing masks, we're being socially distant. What has the Y done to adapt? Because you guys, I mean, everything was in this building, and the parking lot was actually used for cars.
That's right.
So what have you guys done to adapt? Because now you're reopened, and you got to get that message out, right?
Absolutely. I mean, Scott, first of all, thank you for doing this. Yeah, our Ys had to change from the beginning of COVID, right? Everything we knew now has changed. And as a result, we needed to change and adapt and make sure that we are providing those services, essential services, to our families. We're outside right now in our parking lot. You're right. It's no longer really a parking lot. There are some cars that still park here, but we really utilize this for programming. Over there to the left, you can see there's lights, there's basketball courts now that we've established outside.
Yeah.
So
I've driven by at night and I've seen people playing basketball here.
we want to keep the kids active still and engaged, and we're doing it responsibly. Referees have masks on, the coaches have masks on, and the kids are running around having a great time learning the game and developing some skills, and still, you know, that emotional learning aspect of it's taking place with physical.
Yep. We got a gym class over here.
Yes, so our fitness classes are not really taking place outdoors. It's beautiful weather out. You know, we have Zumba sometimes that are outdoors. We've done other aerobic activities outside, just again, to keep people engaged. While we are socially distanced, a lot of our members miss that camaraderie of being together and participating in physical activity.
So, all right, here we are, 1st of October. Cold weather's coming. How are you guys planning to adapt once it's a little too cold to be lying on your back on a mat in the parking lot?
Well, that's a great transition for us because we are open.
Okay.
We've reopened since the executive order allowed us to. We are open at 25% capacity. Look, we have a 75,000 square foot facility here. And so we are able to keep these programs and people socially distanced. We've taken all the protocols that are required by us from a cleaning standpoint, from how our members check in and how all the kids in our programs are protected. We are taking care of this. We are very serious about that aspect of it, but we also want to make sure that we are able to provide the essential services to our families who are in need. And speaking of need, one of the other things that we've done around pivoting to meet the needs of community, this parking lot, you should see this on Wednesdays. Wednesdays, usually from 12 to 1, we have food distribution that takes place outside. We started out the first week, there were 25 families. Now there were well over 200 families in Ridgewood and surrounding communities that we are serving. It's literally a distribution site that they pick up their food boxes. Yesterday, we were lucky enough to provide our families with meat, eggs, milk, and also providing them with shelf-staying items. But there's a need out here, and our Y is here to meet that need.
Oh, that's outstanding. I had no idea that you guys do that. That's one thing I've always known about the Y over the years, is the more you dig in, there's nobody who's going to come in and say, oh yeah, I know everything you do. Because you're always going to learn a new service. And I had no idea you guys do that, so kudos to you. That's awesome stuff. So transitioning as we're about to go inside, I imagine for things like the fitness classes, you're going to be using rooms that you may not have traditionally used for those things, like your big open space, the front room upstairs. That's got to be used for, that's only been up. That was our function room. You had a lot of people or an event going on. Now, imagine for social distancing, things like this gym class may go to places like that.
Correct. A lot of changes, and we've had to change the way we run our programs to, again, make sure that social distance measures are taking place. And from a safety standpoint, right, we want to make sure everyone feels safe and comfortable in here. But there are some new programs.
Yeah.
Last year when you were here, I said our Y is more than the gym and swim.
Yeah, you did.
This couldn't have been any truer, Scott, right? So we've opened up a preschool since the pandemic. we've been able to open up a program called K-8 Solutions, and essentially that's what it is. We are providing a solution for family members who need their children to still have their educational needs met, but also have that physical interaction each day and see their peers, right? So the social isolation aspect of it, we think about that, and we wanted to make sure we provided a solution for those families. So there were over 60 families that are here, and their kids are here every day, Monday through Friday, part of our K-8 Solutions program. We have teachers in each of the classrooms that are helping them through the virtual day, but then also there's the enrichment activities afterwards. There's the physical and social emotional component that goes into this as well. So we're excited about the things that we've been able to do during COVID time and pivoting, because that's what this is all about. We are more than a gym and swim.
We go take a look?
Absolutely.
All
Let's
right.
go on in.
Perfect.